Hey, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Bahasham Shai Barakatham, to the hopefully elect. All right, and this is just gonna be a lesson through the spirit, man. On my way to the plantation, and just been meditating because oftentimes when I'm just driving it by myself, just do a lot of meditating, and like I said, I was just meditating, man, and just so like, let me get this real quick because being that we're in captivity, where's that at, man? I'll scroll through this real quick. Just bear with me real quick, because man, basically, being in this captivity, man, it can wear you down. It can wear you out. Like I often quote, man, like it tells you in Daniel, how the saints are being worn out, and damn, where's that precept at? Where it talks about oppression makes a wise man mad. Because you see, that's exactly what we are, man. We're oppressed on every side. Every side, man. When it comes to a lot of brothers got to deal with ravenous wives. All right, they got to come home from a plantation working for pennies on the dollar, dealing with Esau, so on and so forth, just to come home to in some cases, because like I said, some brothers, they got wives or whatnot, so because basically they come from the plantation just to come home and to deal with a ravenous woman, man. When the scriptures talk about how it's better to deal with a lion, a hungry, fierce, ferocious lion, than to deal with a basically dealing with these women, man. Because also the scriptures say all wickedness is but little compared to the wickedness of a woman. You see, because just a woman alone, man, she could put pure hell on you. But nevertheless, not to make this about women. Let me just read this real quick. In Ecclesiastes 7:7 says, "Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." So you see, because again, man, we are definitely oppressed. Like I said, on all sides, man, to the point where it's just like we can't catch a break worth a damn. Because it's like if it's not one thing, it's the other. And it's just like, when is the Lord going to put an end to this, man? When is the Lord going to deliver us? When is he going to redeem us? That should be on the back of my mind every single day. When is the Lord going to come and take us out of this hellhole and free us, deliver us, man? Because we're tired, man. Part of my meditation, because this is something I often remind myself about how, because first and foremost, you see, when you get to a point where, well, either way, it's all the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because the scriptures say man's goings are of the Lord. But when you get to a point where you just feel like you don't want to do it anymore. When you get to a point where you feel like you have no more fight in you, but somehow you manage to get up every day and, take care of business, do what you got to do, just to come back home, lay down at night, and do it again the next day. You see, it gets to a point where, like I said, man, you're drained. We're all drained emotionally, physically, spiritually, inside out, man. We're drained, and the point being, because like I said, it's not us, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai that's in us that's keeping us going. All right, because I'm gonna get this. I think that's in Psalm 62. One of my favorite when it comes to just meditating on, because like I said, we can't do this without Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You see, point blank period. All right, we can't do this at all without Yahweh Shema Shai. And this is one of my favorite chapters when it comes to that, because it's the spirit. Like I said, it's the spirit, man, that keeps us going. It's the strength of Yahweh Shema Shai that keeps us going, because our strength is not strong enough. You see, we're not capable. Everything that we got to deal with, man, even the angels, they look down like, damn, because, that being that the angels, man, they're not in these fleshly bodies, so they don't deal with what we deal with, so like I said, even the angels, man, a lot of times, man, we get pulled through a situation. The Lord pulls us through a situation. You even got the angels, they're looking down on us like, damn, I don't know how Ark did that, but because like I said, man, it's the strength. Our strength is not strong enough, but this here in Psalm 62, starting at 1, it says, truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High, from him cometh my salvation. And basically the point of this lesson is to just touch on, Lord's will to uplift and encourage to whom this may concern. Because like I said, I just decided to start recording, just instantly, as soon as I started, as soon as I got in the car and I drove off, man, I was just like, man, I'm tired of this fucking place, I ended up sending up curses, which we should be doing every day, man. We should be throwing up curses every single day upon this place, Babylon the Great and Esau, right? Every day, man, we should be throwing up curses. So, and I was just throwing up curses, man, and I was like, man, how much longer is the Lord gonna freaking let this place play out, man? How long is the Lord gonna prolong these things, man? And I was just like, you know what? I might as well just start recording, and that's when I started recording, But like I was saying, the point of this lesson, because I was part of my meditation, I was just thinking about how close we are to the end. And you see, when you read in the second Esdras, I believe that's the 9th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, it talks about how those that, because the scriptures tell you, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Letting you know that, hey, it's going to be rocky. It's going to be a rocky, bumpy road all the way until the very end. All right. Which, it sucks, but, the reward at the end of it all is going to be so much, it's going to be so worth it at the end. You see, and going back to what I mentioned in 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, it talks about how those that, matter of fact, I'll go to it. 2nd Esdras 9. Already there, that's the spirit. 2nd Esdras chapter 9. I'll start at verse 7. It says, everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Because works and faith, the two go hand in hand. All right, you can't say you have faith and you're not putting forth the works, vice versa. Because you got guys that are doing the work, but so to say, they forget why they're doing this. They, a lot of Israelites, they forget why they're in this. You see, and vice versa. You got a lot of guys that are they have faith, but they're not backing it up by their works, which I believe it tells you in James, where it talks about how I will show you my works by my faith, or I'll show my faith by my works. Roughly paraphrasing it. Because you see, again, the two complement one another. They go hand in hand. So you see, because like I was saying, man, hey, if it was up to us, hey, this is why, like I said, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's the Lord's strength that's, uplifting us and giving us the capabilities of doing what we do every single day, man. It's the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Because, like I said, if it was up to us, we'd be done. Like I said, man, we're to a point where there's no more, for the most part, for a lot of us, man, there's no more fight in us. You see, but basically, those that are, putting their best foot forward at the end of the day, those are going to be the ones that, the Lord said, the Lord's going to, pretty much grant that mercy when it's all said and done out here. And not only that, when you read verse 8, it says, shall be preserved from the said perils. All right, all the judgments that the prophets of old they prophesied, the prophecies thousands of years ago, that's going to happen in this time. All the horrendous things, martial law, troops from the scriptures talk about the troops from the north, how they're going to come over and invade this land of America and ravish homes, ravish women, all that stuff, all those things the prophets of old and the prophets of today have been talking about, which, by a long shot, it's not PG-13, man. All right. I often use the example of how we're about to be in the worst rated R movie of all time, man. You see? And these things are getting ready to play out. But you see, that's why we do what we do. All right. Backing up our faith by our works, putting our best foot forward so that we can be preserved. So you see, this is what it's about at the end of the day. All right. Putting our best foot forward so we can hopefully be found worthy. All right. From the said perils, all the horrendous things, the judgments, the destruction, all the lamentation and woe that's coming, all right, will be preserved. Because like I said, man, we're coming into that time, man, and it's coming down to the wire, But fret not, because at the end of all this, then man, then comes the kingdom. That's when we're finally gonna receive the kingdom. That's when this nightmare is finally gonna be over. But again, before we get that kingdom, before we get the kingdom, it's necessary that all hell breaks loose out here. So reading on, it says, "And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." So you see, again, like I mentioned, those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. And to those individuals that endure to the end, they're going to see the salvation. They're going to see the second coming of Yahushua. And not only are they going to witness the elect getting beamed up, all right, they're going to be a part of it. They're going to be the ones getting beamed up. Because believe it or not, when those missiles come, man, because this is going to be a worldwide event, all right, it's going to be televised, all right, no one's going to be taking a nap during that day. All eyes are going to be on the second coming of Yahushua when he cracks forth through those clouds and the elect are getting delivered up. Everyone's going to see that. Everyone's going to witness that. But the difference is, there's only going to be a small select few that actually get, the ones that are getting beamed up, all right, as those missiles are coming down. And you see, like I said here, when it talks about seeing the salvation, and shall see my salvation, because like I said, man, to the hopefully elect, man, we're going to be in the chariot and we're going to be witnessing the horrible destruction that Yahushua, man, when he jacks his place up, all right, we're going to witness these things. All right, we're going to witness our Lord, taking down our enemy, our greatest foe, our greatest adversary, and establishing the kingdom. So you see, this is what we are looking forward to, man. This is all a part of seeing that salvation, witnessing that salvation. You see? So going back to Psalm 62 and 1, truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High. And you see, this is the part that's the hardest part, man, because we got to sit back and wait, man. We get, because you get to a point where you just, like I said, man, you just don't want to do this anymore, man. It's just like, how much longer, man? Because we're tired, man. But the growing process of being patient, which is also equated to suffering, all right, the two go hand in hand. Got to be patient, man, which equates to suffering. You got to suffer. You got to wait patiently. All right. That's the most grueling part, man, is sitting back and waiting for these things to play out. Because again, the Lord, he's bound by his word. So he said all these things are going to happen. They have to happen. And we just got to trust in Yahweh Shem Shah that he's going to save us somehow. He's going to preserve us so that we don't get touched. And for those of the elect that do get touched, it's not going to be in vain. They're going to die honorable deaths. All right, they're going to be martyred for Yahweh Shem Shai, and they're going to be good compared to these other people that are going to die horrible deaths. All right. It says, "From him cometh my salvation." So you see, we got to sit back and wait upon the salvation of the Lord, man. All right, because this brother stressed it all the time. This walk is not going to get easy. It's not supposed to be easy. All right. And it's not going to get any easier by a long shot. It's only going to get harder. It's only going to get worse before it gets worse, before eventually it gets better. All right. And ultimately the kingdom. Verse 2 says, he only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. So you see, man. All right. And again, this is why we need the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, because, hey, to the hopefully elect, man, hey, we're covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai. You see, so nothing's going to be able to penetrate us, because again, the Lord is our rock, he's our defense. All right, nothing's going to be able to penetrate this defense system. Unlike these people, they don't have that hedge of protection. All right, they have no protection. You see, so hey, they're going to get what's coming to them, man. But I'll read verse 5. It says, my soul, wait thou upon the Most High. Wait thou only upon the Most High. Because you got a lot of people trying to take matters into their own hand, trying to establish Hebrew Israelite communities, right? Just doing everything except waiting on Yahweh Shema Shai. And as a matter of fact, when you read on, it says, for my expectation is from him. Because you see, I was also meditating on how basically, man, in the Our Father's prayer, it talks about give us this day our daily bread, you see. Because, hey, to an extent, because, sometimes you just have to, sometimes, you got to, I'm not going to say worry, but pretty much prepare for certain things in the future, like, rent's coming up, and, you got to worry about that real quick, take care of that real quick, set aside the funds real quick for that, and blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, because, again, for the most part, man, our focus shouldn't be on the tomorrow. Our focus should be on the now, the present. All right. And, just basically taking this day by day, because, again, basically, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to provide you with what he's going to provide us with what we need every single day. All right. He's going to provide our daily bread. All right. What we need to get by, that which is sufficient for us, the Lord's going to take care of it. So you see, again, our expectation is from the Lord. And you see, because dealing with King David, all right, because right now we're in the time of the house of David being built back up, all right, which the house of David being the elect. They're going to come in that same steed. They're going to come in that same spirit. All right. So verse 5 again, it says, my soul wait thou only upon the Most High. Yeah, don't try to take matters into your own hand, because hey, like it's written, man, hey, some brothers are going to be taken into concentration camps. All right. Some brothers are going to be separated from their families. These things are going to happen regardless, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right. Whatever your lot is, you got to deal with it. We got to deal with it. So, again, don't try to, go about things any other way. Just wait on Yahweh Shema Shai. Trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Expect the blessing. Expect that standard to be lifted up, because, hey, again, as the dragon, he's speaking more and more, and coming down with those draconian measures. Hey, brothers have been saying it, because this is one of those things a lot of Israelite camps don't get into, dealing with the spiritual powers, man. As they come down more and more with that great wrath, you can expect that standard to be lifted more and more. You can expect certain things to start happening on your behalf, which takes faith. You see, man. Because, hey, again, our expectation is from Yahweh Shema Shai. It all leads to Yahweh Shema Shai. He's going to pave the way. You see. But yeah, man, just this chapter alone it's a good chapter, man. If you're feeling down, man, if you don't know what to do, hey, just read this chapter sometimes, man. Yeah, man, just read this chapter. It's a beautiful chapter. What I wanted to get was this. How does it go? Because basically the whole point of this video is just, like I said, hopefully Lord's will is uplifting to encourage to whom it may concern, to basically stay focused, because we're in the end. All right, we are in the end. We're at the end of this, man, and it would be a damn shame, we come all this way just to fall out at the end. You see? I'm going to go ahead and read this in Matthew chapter 6. I'll start at verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Because you see, man, again, you could be working towards that home that you could work towards that $500,000 home, right? And you work your way up to at least $100,000, right? But because Esau, man, he's a cunning hunter, man. He's slick as hell, man. He's slick as all hell, and he could just do something to where, hey, he takes all that and justifies himself in doing it. And you see all that hard work, all right, down the drain, man. You see, everything pertaining to this life, like I said, we just get by with what we need. Yahweh Shem Shai, he's going to provide us with our daily bread. Our mind shouldn't be focused on anything else. And like I said, we take care of business. We do what we got to do to pay bills and do all that stuff, right? But, basically, man, stay below your means, all right? Because, hey, we're about to get the hell up out of here. And the Lord's going to destroy all this anyway. So why work towards that $500,000 home when the Lord is going to be destroyed, right? That $50,000 car, when it's going to be destroyed, man. All this is going to be destroyed. So verse 20, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal." So you see, because we're working towards that incorruptible crown, a crown that can't be because you see, man, once Yahweh Shai crowns those elect men, hey, man, that's going to be the most intense moment, the intense feeling ever, man. And you see, because, hey, Yahweh Shai, he has crowns for each and every individual concerning the elect. All right? A crown that no one else can take, no one can steal or none of that. A crown that's never going to fade away, get old, none of that, man. Pure crowns, man. You see? And that's what we're looking forward to, man. And it's not, when I talk about the crown, and I'm not talking about just literally, a crown placed on your head, but because you see, man, when it comes to the topic of the kingdom, man, listen, man, that's the topic that we'll never be able to go in depth on. You see, so dealing with this crown, man, hey, I'm talking about the things pertaining to the kingdom, man. Everything that's going to be given to us. You see, verse 21, it says, For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And you see, man, this is why we're longing to get the hell up out of this place, because to the hopefully elect, man, our heart isn't focused on this place, man. You got Jake, man, more so. Jake is so focused. Their heart is stayed on America and bouncing back, right? Jake wants to live paycheck to paycheck, even if they got a good job or whatever, man. Some Jakes, they're fortunate enough there. They can kind of live a little above their means and whatnot. And you see, with that, Jake gets comfortable. And that's why I read earlier, man, the gift destroyeth the heart. And you see, this is why it's good, man, for us to just to be in a baseline level. We don't need more than what we need, man. All right, we just need to stay below our means, live below our means. All right, do what we got to do, take care of business. All right, but at the end of the day, our focus should be on the kingdom. So you see, hey, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. All right, what you're focused on the most, that's where you see, what like the saying goes, where your mind goes, that your body's going to follow it. So you see, you got to be careful, man. Because hey, I was just telling myself, man, it's easy to walk off or go off course, man. In this world, in this society, it's easy. All right, the path to destruction is broad. All right, it's easy to go off and lose track, man. It's hard being in this truth. If anyone tells you different, then hey, better check their leaders, man. It's hard being in this truth. That's why a lot of guys fall out. Because hey, one thing, it's hard being in. Before you came into this truth, life for Jake was already hard. But like I said, it's only going to get harder once you come into this truth. So verse 22 says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?" All right. So basically the point being that Was that what I wanted? Let me word search this again. Well, yeah, because Matthew 26 and 22 again, it says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Because basically, staying focused, all right? Because what I was looking for, where the scriptures talk about how basically, if this might be it right here. Let me just look real quick. Well, let me do another word search. Just bear with me. So yeah, this is what I was looking for. So Matthew 5:29, it says, if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body should be cast into hell. And basically, because of course you're going to have carnal jakes thinking that this is literal, all right? If your eye, being evil, then to pluck it out. No, man. Basically, anything that's hindering you from fully committing to Yahweh Shem Shai, you need to cut it off. All right. That's what it's talking about. Because hey, like I mentioned before, a lot of brothers that have wives, man, hey, she could be hindering you from doing this, doing the work and dedicating your time fully to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And if that's the case, then hey, you got to cut her off. And you see, the Lord will provide you with a new one, man. You see, that's the thing, man. You see, some jakes, man, they worrying about these Babylonian women. You see, which they ain't no good, man. You see, and in the kingdom, hey, man, we're gonna have all the wives that we desire, man, more than what we desire in the kingdom, and they're gonna be in their right mind. Are you not gonna have women in our kingdom back talking, committing adultery behind our? No, man, we're not gonna have none of that in our kingdom. And this is why it's important to stay your mind on things pertaining to the kingdom and not to this earth, storing up our treasures in heaven, not here on earth, man. You see, but again, Matthew 5:29, and if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body should be cast into hell. So you see, again, anything that's hindering you from fully committing to Yahweh Shem Shai, need to cut it off, man. All right. And like I read before, Matthew 6, all right, keeping that eye single. You got to stay focused, man. And that's pretty much the whole point of this lesson. That's what encouraged me to do this lesson, man. It's staying staying focused. Because like I said, man, it's pure hell, But nevertheless, Yahweh Shem Shai, he knows what we're going through, and he's right there. All we got to do is call on him, the true names, all right? We gotta believe, have faith, and sit back and wait, and let the Lord do His work, man. Because we're almost out of here, but we gotta stay focused, man. And the Lord's gonna take care of everything else that needs to be taken care of, But I feel that I've talked enough, man. Hopefully this was uplifting, to whom it may concern. Once again, giving all praises to Yahweh by Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Shem Shai Barakathum, to the house of David, which would be the hopefully elect, man. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep pushing and enduring to the end. We're almost out of here. So with that, Lord's will, until next time, Shalom.